Blog Talk Radio.
Uplift the lives one day at a time. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. They're here to get your day going fine. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio.
And here's your host, Miss Kim Robinson.
You're so amazing. Yeah. You're so amazing. Yeah. You're so amazing. You're so amazing.
I'm a sun by you, so astonishing. Future looks bright, so promising. You're a great wonder, no wondering.
Lord, you're amazing. You're so amazing. Yeah.
I'm amazed by you, I'm in awe. Your ways are perfect, there are no flaws. Hard to come here and know it sounds out, but
Lord, you're amazing. You're so amazing. Yeah.
Referring to the Virgin Mary, it's not a fairy tale. Never had a plan, but it did fail. Pour it out blood, I escaped hell.
Lord, you're amazing. You're so amazing. Yeah.
Set me free, you gave me eternal life. You gave up your life, you sacrificed. Made old things new, made the wrong right.
Lord, you're amazing. You're so amazing.
I need depending on you whenever life gets hard. And a bastard, you have a son of God.
How's everybody doing today? This is Charles McCutchen. I'm your favorite entrepreneur. Glad to have everybody back. And today, like Mondays are my busiest days, but I love it. I love it. I love it because I get to speak with so many people. My phone literally burns up during Monday because I'm on it so much. And people say, hey, you didn't respond. I'm like, well, I've been kind of busy, and that's okay. So be busy, but be busy with the right people, doing the right things, making the right connections. This is Charles' Corner. I want to welcome everybody who has been here before, who's going to hear me in the future, and who's been taking this information and making something happen with it. It's cool to get information, but if you don't make anything happen with it, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to give y'all, I just got off the phone literally with so I just got the phone about an hour ago. And so let me give y'all this, what's actually happening. And I like to put myself out there because I can. No big deal. So we just got on the phone today. I have to fly out to California, fly out to L.A. We're going to meet out in Beverly Hills. And I'm actually speaking. I was speaking one day with my mentor. We were just going back and forth, getting updates and what's going on. He over in Dubai right now. One of my mentors. And we just got to talking about what's going on in both our worlds. And he was telling me what he was working on. I started telling him what I'm working on. And then I started going into a few different deals. I said, well, I got this casino. I just landed a deal on that theme park, things like that. And then he said, well, what's going on with the casino? So I started getting the details to it. And he said, well, Charles, I could actually get that. I can buy that one. I was like, you don't say. So I was like, well, let me send you some information on this one because I didn't think about him actually buying it. It was more of I don't really, the crazy thing is I don't really present deals to him like that. I just, we talk business and he has his business ventures. I have mine. I've been knowing him for years, but, this just came about. And I don't know, I guess it might have been the right time or something. And he just said, well, let me see the information. And then he was like, man, I want to get in on this one. And so it's a casino hotel deal that's going to be out in the Vegas area. And, it's a couple other casinos and stuff out there as well. So that's just one of a few. And my goal for these that I'm working on is to become part owner, get a percentage to become part owner. It's all about equity. And, I started doing these deals and I'm starting to, get a percentage, but I was like, why get a percentage when you can be part of an owner of, of these different deals that I do? I'm working on, I have the theme park as well. It's going to be out of the Texas market. That's all I can give. So out of the Texas market, the theme park, and then my goal is to become part owner. So I'm already that's getting funded. But now I'm looking at it like hindsight being 20/20. Instead of getting a percentage, why not get some equity in it and become part owner of it? So that's what I'm working on right now. And all of my deals, my goal is equity first. And if I can't get equity, then I have to, settle for, a payout, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that, right? So these deals are upwards of one of them, the one in out of Vegas, the casino hotel deal. That's over a $3 billion deal. And then the theme park has went up to a total of $4.7 billion with the B. Now we playing in the B's now, and I can tell you like this. So I did a call today, like I said, and I had the principals of the casino on the call. I had my mentor on the call, and they were just discussing like deals and stuff like that, and it was truly amazing. It was truly amazing that the things that they were talking about, the people that they were discussing, some of the contacts they both knew who knew whoever, and they were discussing people who like owners of like big chain casinos in Vegas and big real estate developments in New York, and it was just truly amazing to just listen. And so that's what I do. I listen on these different calls because you can learn a lot just sitting there, taking notes and seeing how they do business because they're doing some of these deals that are just truly just, you look at like, wow, who can afford that? That's where I look at some of these deals. But none of these deals scare me, for one. I start from the projects, y'all. I'm going to be honest, start from the projects. But these deals, these billion-dollar deals don't scare me because what I've learned is the mentors that I work with, they do this stuff. And so they allow me to be bigger than who I am in a sense because I'm around it so much to where it becomes second nature now. So when deals come my way, it's just a number. These numbers it don't really matter to me. They be like $2 billion, $3 billion, $5 billion. I'm like, I don't care. It don't matter to me. My goal is to find out how I can work that deal in a sense real estate and how I can get somebody get attracted to that deal and how I can get equity or get a percentage of the total deal. Or, I like to be in on it. So I'm working with all these different people and all these different deals out here, and it is exciting, and nobody's going to stop me. And today, what I put out today, I just put some things up. I write up things for everybody, and to say, I always look back at where I started. Always, we all have to be humble in where we start, and then you keep moving forward. And I would tell you, along your journey, don't be afraid to share it. I know some people are. Some people are like, well, I don't want to say nothing because I don't want to jinx it. And I just truly believe God works in mysterious ways. That's just what I believe. He works in mysterious ways, and it's for you. It's already for you. So nobody can jinx what you have. I think we can put out negative energy, though, and I think a lot of people do that to themselves. They put out negative energy, and I'm going to give you a quick example. Now, a lot of y'all been bowling before, right? So before you start to bowl, you already thinking negative thoughts like you're not going to pick up that spell, you're not going to get that last pin, you're not going to do it, it's not going to happen, it's probably going to go in the gutter. And then you go in the gutter because you put that in you put it out there. So the funny thing is, everything that we don't want, we put that into the world and say, this is what I don't want, and then we end up getting it. People worry about bills. People worry about being broke. People worry about whatever. It's just so much worry, and it's more of, and I think a big part of it is we have so much negativity around us, from people to TV to news. I haven't turned my TV on, and I don't remember how long. It doesn't matter to me, but it's just there. It's like it holds something up now or something. But I stopped watching the news. I stopped watching just random stuff to be entertained. Now, I watch TV every now and again. I watch something. I may watch a series or something. I may watch Netflix. But I'm building my legacy, and it just takes time. And I don't knock nobody for watching it. I say just limit how much you spend on your entertainment, because every weekend you can't be going to get entertained. I just don't believe we have the time to be entertained, and I have to put this out there, and this is for the men, and I hate to put it the way I'm going to put it, but I'm going to put it the way I'm going to put it because this is what I believe. as a man, I don't think you have time to just sit on and play video games every day after work if your kids and their kids' kids and their kids' kids' kids are not taken care of. I wouldn't put that on any woman, but, you know, I know women have to bear the brunt of everything that's going on. But as a man, you created these kids. I think you should have the responsibility to make sure that they are taken care of. So God forbid something happened to you, you know, your kids, and you left a legacy behind to where they're good and they don't have to worry. So if you're playing video games every weekend, I know nobody want to hear this, and it's okay. I'm a thick-skinned guy. You know, I have broad shoulders. I can take the heat, no big deal. I'll stand in the fire if I need to, but I'll take the heat. So I'm saying this to say you can't play video games every day. You have to create your legacy. And I bring that up because I see a lot of stuff on social media. Now, everything I'm bringing up, it's going to involve, you know, finance and money and everything. You know, I see a lot of stuff on social media where people argue over $50. People arguing over $100. People arguing over who's paying for who. And you see a lot of men, well, I'm not paying for that. We can go Dutch, you know. And it's like, well, why can't she pay for anything? And that, to me, that mentality right there, I'm just speaking to the women now. Women, if you find a man with that mentality, my personal saying is to just walk away from that type of man, because he didn't grow up understanding that he's supposed to be the security person. He's supposed to take care of the household. That's what a man's supposed to do. But, you know, we get other people out there that don't feel that way. And for me personally, I say just walk away. You know, arguing to be done. Just go about your business. Find somebody that's going to be there for you, for your kids, for their kids, that's willing to take on the responsibility of being who they are. You know, the head. They want to be the head, right? They want to be the head, but they want to go half. You know, it's like, that's crazy to me. I just don't get it. But it's not for everybody to get, and I don't go back and forth with them guys. I just let them do what they do, because they're going to do what they're going to do anyway. So I had to put that out there, and it's all on the finance piece. And it's not to knock people. It's just a lot of us grew up differently. That's all. I grew up, you know, my grandfather, grandmother. My grandfather was the breadwinner. He's like the breadwinner. Even though we grew up poor, I didn't grow up with my grandfather, but, you know, I had my mom and everything like that. But I saw how our grandfather and the 12-plus kids that they had, I was like, wow, granddad had a lot of kids. But he was the breadwinner for the house. And so he showed my uncles, you know, how we go out and go get it. And he showed even the women, you know, they do their thing, but he showed the men how we go get it. And so my grandmother showed, you know, she would talk to me all the time on just relationships and stuff like that, and how a man should be and things like that. So I picked up a lot of my skill sets or what have you from listening to the older generation and taking that information and just making it mine. So that's what I do in my world. You know, I don't knock anybody for doing whatever they're going to do in their world. But the way my setup is, I'm making sure that, you know, when God forbid something happened to me, my legacy is already here, and I'm already leaving everything to where they don't have to work as hard as I did. And for me, I don't see how I could play video games every day or go out to clubs and hanging out every weekend, because we only have a limited amount of time, family. Most people sleep in 8 hours, going to work for 8 hours, and you off 8 hours, and during that 8 hours, you got 4 hours and you just messing around. So we don't really have that much time to go get it. So I just tell people we need to figure it out. You can't be entertained every weekend. And there's nothing wrong with taking time out. People say, do you have fun? I'm like, you don't even understand. My life is 100% mine. Like 100% of my time is my time. I script my life the way I choose to. And that's the difference between somebody saying, you know, I don't know how you can just, you know, work all the time. And that's their perception of where somebody is, because they don't know. And so they look at somebody that has 100% of their time and say they work all the time. Like, you have no idea. You have no idea. You assume because you're on the outside looking in, and that's okay. And like I said, I don't go back and forth with a lot of people. I just keep moving, because I know, like right now, if I choose to shut it down, and go down to Miami or go over to Italy, I can do that. I just got a one-way ticket to California. I don't know when I'm coming back because I don't have to ask anybody for permission. I don't have to ask for permission to, hey, can I go? Hey, when I have to be back, I don't have that. So I'm going to pick and choose when I come back, when I'm done with the business that I have. And that's the difference. It's more of it's a lifestyle. So I'm going to go to all these business meetings and I'm setting everything up, and that's just how I live my life. And so I put that out there to everybody. You know, we have to look at our time because all we have is time and memories. You know, once the time is up and then you only have a few memories left, now you're going to wish that you had more time. So the way you get more time is to work your behind off now. I don't care if you take 3 strong years. And what's going to happen, this happens every year. It's like sickening to me. It's sickening because I'm going off on this tangent because I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from. So it's sickening to me because every year everybody do the same thing. It's like a broken record. We're going to come out and everybody's going to say, new me, new year. This is my year. 2020 is it. You know, 2019 I was just practicing. 2018 I was playing. 2017 I was asleep. 2016 I didn't know. 2015 come on, stop. Just stop. It's okay. You have to stop. And I'm the one, I'll be the bearer of bad news. I'm going to tell you how it's going to work. So, if your 2016 sucked and your 2017 sucked and 18 and 19 sucked, 9 times out of 10, your 2020 is going to suck unless you get new information in your computer, family. That's the only way it's going to work. You can't just decide yourself that I'm about to change up everything and everything is coming from you. Because if you could do it, you already had done it and you'd already be where you wanted to be. So it's not going to work with just what you have. And I hate to put that out there, but it's the truth, and some people don't like the truth. The truth stings. It doesn't feel good to a lot of people because it's like up close and personal in your face. It's like, dang, that's me. He's talking about me. Yeah, I'm talking about you. If the shoe fits, wear it. Lace it up, wear it, but change what you're doing. That's all you have to do. We have to make a conscious decision to change. And let me give y'all a bigger one. This is what's going on right now. So I'm about to host an event here in Virginia. Now, this is a real estate event, multifamily. We're going to talk casinos, stuff like that. And I put a price on it because everybody wants everything for free. I put it for like $49.95. And I'm feeding people, too. I'm feeding people. Food and drinks on me. And people are like, I don't know, $49.95. But check this out. They will go to a weekend seminar, spend $2,000 on that same information, which is limited. They're not going to get the information I'm giving. I will guarantee that. Not going to happen. They're going to get you enough to get into their $20, $30, $40, $50, $60,000 program. That's what they're doing. $60,000 program for basic information is just crazy to me. And I see people going to the back of the room, slicing their credit cards up, spending $50,000, $60,000 for basic information. That is amazing. That's amazing. But, you know, to each his own. You know, good luck out there. I'm not mad at you. Good luck. So this is what I believe we need to research on. You need to do a little bit of research in your own book of business and get with some of the experts on this. And I just had a lady today. She's a lawyer in the, what does she do? She does, I kind of forgot. I don't know if she does. She's a lawyer. I don't know if she's a tax. Yeah, she's a tax person. She's a CPA tax attorney. And so she was telling me about some stuff, and I was telling her about some stuff. I was talking about, we're going back and forth, and I was talking about owning real estate, and I was talking about self-directed IRAs and how we use them to offset taxes. And then she came back and said, well, you can't really use them to offset taxes. And I was like, I hear what you're saying. And I'm going to tell you people, you know, I respect people who have these titles or what have you, but I will say all lawyers are not created equal. All CPAs are not created equal. All realtors are not created equal. All real estate attorneys are not created equal. And what I mean by that is I can do a regular deal with one attorney, and they'll say, Charles, you can't do that deal. And what I'll do is I'll shake their hand and I'll say thank you, and then I'll go to an attorney that understands the type of deal that I'm doing. So just because they have the title, that don't mean that they understand what I'm doing. And I'm trying to tell this lady, as far as using a self-directed IRA, I broke some stuff down to her to help her understand, because I don't know if she get down like I get down, but when it comes to real estate, this is just my lifestyle. And you can be an attorney on taxes, but do you understand real estate? I mean, have you closed deals? We can talk about it all day, but what have you done for me lately? No, it's what have you done? So when I speak, I told her when I speak of self-directed IRAs, I'm speaking from a real estate perspective, and I gave an example. I said rental income from real estate and like dividends, investment income, royalties, they're all exempt from unrelated business income tax. I'm taking y'all down this rabbit hole right quick. And I said the income from those type of earnings go back to the IRA tax-free or tax-deferred. And when I say they go back tax-free, tax-deferred, that's why I'm saying, that's why I told her, I said from a real estate perspective and self-directed IRAs, you can offset taxes. And she had to come back with something. I don't know if she came back, but I said, this is what I do. I'm not telling you something that I'm thinking about doing or, this is just my lifestyle. And so I don't even know if you can be a tax attorney and not do real estate. And she might not understand what I'm talking about because she's not in that industry. She can do taxes, though. I'm not going to knock her on that one. But as far as the real estate piece of this and doing unrelated business income tax, she might not understand where I'm coming from, and that's okay. So what I put out on social media, I get people that come at me, which is cool. I'm good with that, and I get that all the time. Even today, I get that all the time. But I'm always going to come back with documentation, and that's what I want to tell everybody that's listening to me right now. Come back with your documentation. Make sure that you're ready to show people, like, no, this is what I'm talking about. Here's the documentation. You can go to the IRS.gov, or you can go to SEC.gov, or you can go to get the documentation and make sure you understand it and apply it and do it, and then teach it and then give it out. So then nobody can tell you, Charles, you can't get a house for $10. Hold on now. I got the contract right here. And that's what I like to slap in people's face, like, the contract is here. I got the paperwork. So I always want you to understand what I'm talking about here. So when I talked about that, I talked about a few things on the list. I talked about solo 401ks. I'm not going to go into all this stuff. I want people to do their own research. And there's nothing wrong with doing your own research because you start to uncover things that you didn't even know was there. So I talked about having a solo 401k. That money is federally protected. I talked about having a self-directed IRA. That can be used to offset, that can be used to invest and offset taxes. I talked about business credit. Stop using your own personal credit so you can make yourself liable. I talked about throwing away business cards. Not business cards, but credit cards. Now, you don't have to be a genius. You don't have to be a credit guru. And I say you still do a little due diligence on your own to figure out what credit cards are going to be best for you. That's all I'm saying. I talked about getting government contracts, selling to the government, because that's the biggest pot of money out there. Federal money is the biggest pot of money, but a lot of people don't even touch it, not even one penny of it, but it's in the billions, the hundreds of billions of dollars out there. I talked about investing in gas, oil, gold, silver. Commodities never go out of stock. The stock market is going to crash. The housing market is going to crash. Everything's going to crash. The only thing is like we still have to, I would say we're still going to invest, but a lot more people are going to be investing more after this doggone crash. The stock market. And I always talk about Ray Dalio. He's a hedge fund billionaire guy, and he talks about investing in the market. And Warren Buffett, he's a stock market guy, billionaire. He talks about investing in the market. And that's that book from Anthony Robbins. Go check that book out. It's called Money Master the Game, and he has all these people in there, Paul Tudors, all these guys who make money. That's who I follow. I know everybody follow whoever you're going to follow. Follow the people who already have done this miraculous thing. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. I don't care. You can get it right from Warren Buffett's mouth, and he's going to say, do this, and people are going to come back and say, that's not how it's supposed to be done. I'm going to tell you straight up right now. People will say, oh, that's not how it works. I'm like, hold on. But Warren Buffett said, well, Warren Buffett is wrong. I'm like, okay, should you listen to Warren Buffett or should you listen to them? Listen to successful people. That's all I do in my world. I hear people talking, but I don't really listen to them, and I just keep it moving. That's just what you have to do. Other thing you need to do is I say check on your 401k fees. I know the lady was like, well, 401k fees is lightened up or whatever, yeah, I hear you. Get the people who actually have your 401k, whoever's the manager or whatever, go find them and ask them to go over your fees. That's all I'm telling people. Just go look at it for yourself. Life insurance, we got to get it. Get it some type of way. Please get it. It's only going to help you and your family out. I talked about estate planning. Estate planning, it don't cost that much money to get an estate plan. Even though you don't have, you might not have much, it don't matter. Still get it and get educated in it just to know, okay, what do I need to do? I talked about pooling funds together, basically working with people. You don't have to work by yourself. You can work with other people and pool funds and things like that. I talked about cannabis. I talked about opportunity zones, assisted living. I talked about cryptocurrency. I talked about having a tax strategist, preparing your credit. I just went off and talked about a lot of this stuff, and my goal for everything that I spoke on was saying get educated in some of these different things. You don't have to spend that long on it. I don't care if you spend an hour on it to get educated or going to an event to where you can get educated, because a lot of the stuff that I just said is to me, it's about business. It's definitely about business. So I think that we're just about 6 people, I think 6 degrees of separation, 6 people away from getting a piece to your puzzle so you can move forward. And I don't know, where you are right now, but I guarantee you're not where you want to be. And if I ask everybody on this call or everybody that will listen to it in the future, probably 99% of us going to say, no, I'm not where I want to be. I know I'm not. I know I want to go further. I have some other things that I want to do, and just like everybody else. But the thing is, it's more about getting with the right people and taking the right action so you can make something happen. That's what has to happen. Get with the right people, take the right action, and then, you have to be consistent, and a lot of people are just not consistent. I work with so many people. A lot of people come back, and some of them give excuses, and some just don't give anything, and they just fade to black, and they just fade away. And next thing you know, a year later, they come back. Hey, I'm back in it. I'm like, should have never left. Things happen to all of us. I guarantee you, no matter how great you think you have it or how bad you think you have it, things are going to continue to happen to us. And the only thing we can do is push forward. We got to pray for it. We got to go for it. Put our hands together, put our heads together, and say, okay, this is jacked up, but I'm still living. I'm still breathing. I can still do what I need to do, and I have a good circle around me that's going to surround me, and we're going to make it happen. That's where I am with mine. So I wanted to just put that out there as far as what I've done today. My day was busy. Oh, my goodness. And I got some more stuff I got to do today before I lay my head down. I got some work to do. But somebody has to do it, and I'm not mad at it. I'm just making it happen. I try to get somebody to book my flight. Oh, my goodness. That was terrible. This guy, I try to get this guy, booking flights and stuff like that. Try to get me a concierge. Didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. I was stuck in Oklahoma, and I didn't have a ticket. The day of, I got a ticket at like 6:30 in the morning, and I was like, that was just not good. It wasn't good at all. So what I had to do, because I said I don't want to be stuck, and I don't really want to rely on anybody, so I went out and got a refundable ticket just in case he didn't come through. But it came through at like 6:30 in the morning. And then my next flight, I was stuck in North Carolina, and I didn't have a ticket, and I was supposed to leave out at like 4 o'clock, and it was 12:30, and I still didn't have a ticket. So I was like, this is amazing. I can't work like this. And I just picked the wrong person. That's all it was. So I'm not knocking it, but, I picked the wrong person to work with. But, I had a recommendation, and that recommendation pretty much sucked. And that's just life. And so you just keep moving. But from here on out, I'm going to keep providing content, information. I am going to be November 16th out in St. Louis. Yeah, we have a huge elation event there. We out in St. Louis. October 15th, I'm going to be in Virginia doing a real estate multifamily presentation. And then I get some other places that want me to come. But this is what I tell people that want me to show up. I got people that want me to go to Cali, and they like, when are you coming to California? When are you coming to Detroit? I'm like, you got to set it up. Get with me. We'll set it up. I'm not setting it up. I'm not about to fly out to, like, California for, like, 3 people to be sitting in front of me. That's not what I do. So I do charge. It depends on the time. It depends on, I want everything paid for. I don't want to have to fly out to California on my own dime just to show, some people. So I can't do that. That's not what I do. That's not what I do. So we'll just work that in as far as when I go along, because I'm going to be ramping up doing some more speaking engagements as 2020 come around, because I have a book that's going to be, I still have to finish that. And once the book comes out, we'll definitely put it out there in a big light and start touring more and helping more people out. That's what I do. So, Ms. Kimmy, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. You've been going at this for some time now, and I'm glad that you still making it happen. I love it. I love it. I love it. So this is what I want to do, y'all. If anybody needs me, I'm at charlesmspeaks@yahoo.com. I'm all over social media. Just send me an email, and, I'm human, so I'm one person, and I got people that say, hey, I want to be your assistant, and I get that. My assistant has to go be a go-getter. I don't have time to sit there and tell an assistant everything I need done, but it's coming to the point to where I'm definitely going to be getting some assistance in different aspects of different businesses that I have. So all I do, I don't really look out and go out and look for people. I think people find me, and my goal is to have them find me as we go through this thing, and then move from there. So I want to pray us out right quick. Hold on. Dear Heavenly Father, I pray to you right now to bless everyone as they're going through their trying times. I pray for everybody's strength, everybody's unity, and empowerment. I know people feel like everything may not be coming together as fast as they want it to, and I know frustration sets in, and most people tend to believe that nothing's going to work and nothing's going to get better. Dear Father, let them know that everything happens on your time, in your time, and I know that you'll provide the strength that we need so we can move forward, and everything will be right on time. Father God, you're all-knowing, and we must believe and trust in you. We get weak, but we must continue to try in these times. Ensure that you manifest the destiny and the glory that you've already set forth in our lives, Father God. Ensure that we use up the territory you've given us, dear Lord, and I pray for more strength for everyone. I pray for more wisdom for everyone, and I know that everyone knows that joy comes in the morning. In your name, I pray. This is Charles McCutchen. Thank you for coming to Charles's Corner. Y'all take it easy. I'm your favorite entrepreneur.